Hey guys, what's up? It's Ksquigglyrl here. Um, Two things. We fixed the static noise in the mic, which is great. And second of all, I this video is about my tips to you lower range players on how to rank up and how I think you could hit GC as fast as possible. So, by the way, we're just gonna have my free play on the entire time, so so you guys can do like two things at once. So, one thing that lots of people don't understand is you want to have goals. You can't succeed without goals. So, when people are like, "I don't know if I want to freestyle or I don't know if I want to rank up," you have to make a choice. You can't directly do both at the same time. Now, for me, I was hard stuck GC, and I switched to freestyling for about 2 months, and it helped my mechanics out a lot. But that wasn't because I was in between them. It was because I really wanted to freestyle. Like, it was just really fun for me. And now I'm back to a comp player, and I'm playing on Team Wanted, as you guys know. Um, so once you establish that, and I mean, you guys clicked on this video, so I'm guessing you guys want to rank up. And now I'm going to get on to my top 5 tips. So, lots of people, I don't know how to put this, but there's a big controversy on if you should go for mechanics or game sense. And in my opinion, I think, honestly, if you have the mental to do this, you should go for lots of game sense over mechanics. But the average person, especially nowadays, wants to be very good at mechanics and doesn't care too much about game sense. And in my opinion, if I'm gonna, and I also tell this in my coaching. If you guys want coaching in bio, it's in the description of this video. I tell people, of course you guys want to rank up, but you guys also want to have fun while doing it. So if you guys are just going for all these game sense type stuff and it's not fun at all, then you're just going to stop playing Rocket League. Like, Rocket League's not your life. It's not like a job where you have to kind of just like succeed, or else you're not going to like be able to succeed in life. But Rocket League's a lot different. You don't have to play this game. You can go on, play any other game you want, or just enjoy the weather, which I recommend doing. Sometimes at least, touch some grass. Anyways, so my peak, just to let you guys know some background information, my peak is GC2 Div 4, and I was about one or two games off of GC3, which I am striving to hit. So that is just letting you guys know I am not SSL. This is not clickbait. I'm not going to put it in the title, but I am in about top 0.05% of players, maybe yeah. So pretty high percentage, or sorry, low percentage. But anyways, so back to those mechanic things is that, and whenever I give my clients lots of tips, the number one thing is, yes, go grind mechanics, because if you don't, the game's not going to be fun. If you're going into threes games and all you're doing is just rotating, then why would you play the game, right? I mean, it's just not going to be fun. So that's why I think you should definitely learn very good game sense, but also have those mechanics, like any kind of flip reset, ceiling shot, double tap, air dribble, and anything like that you want to get good at, do it. if it's fun for you, do it, because guess what? What's fun for you? Your brain engages more into that activity, and then you become better. A lot of people will become better off grinding mechanics with their friends than playing sweaty threes all day. And that's kind of how I was for a while. Both of them are fun. So another thing is, a lot of people ask, how much training should I do compared to games? And honestly, it's all up to you guys, because when you have, a lot of people are like 50-50, or a lot of people are like 70-30, because people think training is just amazing, or people think games is amazing. It's honestly up to you. In my opinion, I think that games are just as important as training. And that's my brother in the background.
Are you live?
What's up, Cole? No, I'm doing a video.
So,
And so I think that training is just as important as games, but also there's nothing like playing games. Like you have to get those mechanics down in training to go into games to actually be able to do that stuff. If I have a setup with a player right here, I don't want to do something like that where he can easily save it, right? You want to be able to do something where, like, not a great example there, but like, see, I'm not even perfect at it. But you want to be able to do something where, like, a lot of power, or, any freestyle move. And it's just, if you grind game sense, which means you're just playing games all the time, you might get fried. Like, your brain just might be fried. If you're playing, or if you're just in, maybe, like, say, wall to air dribble, because that's what I was in all the time. If you're in wall to air dribble all the time, or you're in free play all the time, then you're not going to have as much fun as this game actually brings. So you just, it's really up to you guys. And I know Squishy made like this video when he hit 10,000 hours, and I'm still remembering that, because that's like one of the things that changed how I play the game, because he said people just think that you got to play games all the time or just train all the time, but it's really, the percentage is up to you. So that's what I think about that. The next question lots of people have is, so it's about, okay, so a lot of people do not like to watch replays, and a lot of people do. And here's what I would say about that, and this is just my opinion, remember that. You guys can have your own. But I'd say every single day, I'm not saying every single day you should watch a replay. I'm saying if you are struggling in a day, like you're on a 5-game losing streak, like you are doing god awful, you should definitely go watch a replay. Now, if you're like, but Ksquigglyrl, I'm too mad. I don't want to watch a replay. I just want to win. I get that too, but when you're on a 5-game losing streak, this is kind of going into like another topic, but when you're on a 5-game losing streak, you gotta stop playing at least for like 10 minutes. Go get a drink of water. Go get go queue up a different game mode. Whatever it is, you gotta stop playing that exact game mode, because if you are doing that bad, it's only gonna get worse. Rocket League is just gonna queue you up with more people that are just probably just gonna be better than you, or just gonna be playing better at the moment. So that's what I would say about the losing streak. But back to the replays, I think it's really important to watch replays, but not overwatch them. So yeah, it's really up to you guys. But I think if I wanted to go back in time and see how many replays I would watch, I would probably say about like 2 a week, and that's playing every single day. And then, guys, the last thing we're going to go over is about which game mode is the easiest to get GC in and which one is the hardest. And obviously, there's three, so there's going to be one in the middle. So I think the easiest game mode to get GC in by far is is twos, not ones. I think twos is extremely easy to get GC in if you're patient and have good mechanics. You don't have to have great mechanics. Like, you guys are seeing me in this free play. Like, I have, okay, not there, pretty good mechanics. And that's why I'm almost GC3. But you guys, I've seen GCs that literally don't have a single, like, flip reset in game. And it's crazy how, like, somebody can be GC like that. Like, everyone expects a GC to be able to hit like a quad reset, right? Which, for me, I was one of those GCs that right when I hit it, I could do like a triple flip reset. But that's just because I'm more of a mechanical player. So, what I would say is the easiest is twos because it's pretty much ones but with a teammate. So, if you miss your shot, they're not going to get an open net. But at the same time, if you overcommit and it's a 2v1, then your teammates, there's a pretty good chance your teammate gets scored on. So the next easiest, in my opinion, at least from my experience, is threes. Just because you can make so many mistakes and get away with it. It's not because ones is extremely hard and that's why it's the hardest game mode. It's just that threes, you can make so many mistakes and you have so many teammates that can just, oh, I missed that ball. Well, guess what? My teammate's on the back wall and he can clear it. Just stuff like that. And then ones is obviously, maybe not obviously to some people, but in my opinion, it's the hardest to hit GC in. I've hit GC in ones a couple, I think only like 2 seasons. I don't play ones, so, but I still think ones is a great way to improve. It's just, if it's gonna make you get off the game, then I think you don't need to play it. That's kind of how I went. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something from this video. It was kind of just like me rambling on about how I ranked up so fast. And because I currently have about 2,000 hours, and I think the average GC2 has, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 2,500 or maybe 3K. So that's a lot less than me. And all I'd have to say is, just to wrap up some things, do whatever you feel like you want to do because that's what your brain is going to get better at. If you're trying to force yourself to do a flip resets, you're not going to get better at them. But if your brain wants to, then go right ahead. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you really got something out of this. And please subscribe if you want more content like this. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Peace.